Yo, what's good? It's Wes. We back with CT's RPT, Real Prison Talk with Wes. And I know it's been a while. I apologize every time I get on because my schedule don't allow me to do the videos as much as I like to do these videos. So today I'm going to answer a few of the questions that I get from my subscribers. And since it's been a while, I'm going to try to knock out at least 2 of them today. I got a lot of stuff coming up. We're going to get into all of that. But first things first, because my subscribers, they hit me up all the time, and they always support the channel, and they got questions, and I always tell them, like, yo, I'm gonna do a video on this topic, and I never really get around to doing a video. So I'm gonna try to knock out more than one today. I got a lot of things coming up. There's a lot of ideas that I'm putting into fruition now. I'm just recently became eligible to go and do a live. So I think from now on, instead of, because I don't write my shows up at anything anyway, so this all be just coming off the fly anyway. So just to prove that, after this video, this might be my last video that I'm recording. All my videos might be live videos. We starting a session called what was the name I came up with? I may change the name, but basically I'm starting a session where people could just call up and talk about anything that's on your mind, any prison stories that you got on your mind. You might have somebody that you know in prison, and you might want to say something about them. Anything on your mind, you know. At the moment, I'm thinking of prison fights. I'm thinking about, because I got a lot of guys that got a lot of prison fight stories, and they want to put them on the channel. So I'm thinking about starting a segment just for that, called Prison Fights, and we could just go over, you know, what you witnessed, what you heard, whatever. So without further ado, let's get to some of these. I'll find one. I know I have so many. I try to keep them in order, you know. I don't want to skip anybody, so in chronological order, I would have to go all the way down. This is a good one. I'm not going to put the young lady's name out there, but she wants to know, what are some of the things inmates like to read in letters? So that's a good question, you know, because as a former inmate, you know, inmates could be weird. So we don't just read our letters. Some of us smell them. Like, I actually had a piece of mail taken from me because the young lady that wrote it, she knows that I smell my letters, you know, to try to get a scent from her. So she sprays it with her perfume. And I guess DOC, intelligence, they had me under a mail review. So they thought I was trying to, like, smuggle some type of something in there. I don't know what the hell they thought. But they took the letter because she sprayed it with a perfume or whatever. But I think any inmate that's in prison, being that it's so lonely there, we want to know that we're still loved, you know. So when you write, if you could convey how much you care about that person, how much that person means to you, that means a lot. And it also gives the inmate something to look forward to, because a lot of us are in there because we messed up in the streets and got no intentions, unfortunately, got no intentions on changing. So a letter from somebody telling them their worth might just change their ideas and say, well, this person loves me, let me come home and try to get it together and get it right. As opposed to, I ain't got nobody in my corner, so I might as well just go home and go hard, you know. So any inmate would love to hear that he's loved. He would love to hear that he's wanted. I used to love reading how the person was waiting for me to come home just as bad as I was waiting to come home. it made me feel like we were doing the bid together. It helped. Like, this might not work for everybody, because I know a lot of people don't like to count their days and count their time. But I had a female that was actually counting the days with me. So every letter she sent me, whether it be at the end, in the middle, wherever it was, would be how much time we have left until we can be with each other free. And every letter, you know, she sent it like, oh, because I had a lot of time, you know. So the first letter might have said, I don't know, I'm just off the top of my head, I don't remember the exact number, but let's say the first letter might have said, oh, 787 days left. Then the next letter would have said 757 days, and so forth, you know. Mind you, that don't work for everybody, because some people don't want to know how much time is left. Some people just, they don't have no calendars. Just sit me in my cell, let me do my time, and tell me when it's done. So that don't work for everybody, but that worked for me. You know, the fact that she made me feel like we were in this together. When she was like, oh, we got this amount of days left so we can be together. That helped, you know. And of course, I don't have to stress how important pictures are. Like, some dudes prefer pictures over letters. You ain't got nothing to say? Hey, just take a selfie. Send that. Send a picture. A picture says 1,000 words. A dude to read a letter and put it in his mail. I had a little saltine cracker box I used to keep my mail in. Dude to read a letter, put it in his mail, and there's plenty of letters I never read again. But a picture, every time I open up that photo album, I looked at that picture, I don't know how long. If you added the time, I don't know how many hours it would be that I don't stare at these pictures. So pictures is always good. Just keep enforcing that he's loved. Let him know that you're out here for him. Any type of support you could give will be greatly appreciated in a letter, you know. And when you run out of things to talk about and you run out of things to write, just start telling them what your day was like, you know, because as an incarcerated inmate, you would be surprised the little things. I used to tell my people to take pictures of sneakers and all type of crazy, because I'm a sneakerhead myself. But you would be surprised what does it for somebody, you know. So you could take a selfie, and that might just turn that man's whole day around. Maybe even better than a letter would. So it's just a few things. Let's see who else we got here. Man, I took a line. We got time for one more. I gotta go. That one might have been a little too much. I'm gonna find a good one. Give me 1 second. Please work with me. All right. I'm sorry. This is a long message, and I kind of got caught up in reading it because me and this girl, this is one of my subscribers, loyal, faithful subscriber. And she sent me a pretty lengthy message, you know. So it took me some time to get it all in. But she thinks that I should do a part 2 about starting relationships in prison. She want me to let ladies know what to look out for when starting a relationship in prison. And from her perspective, she don't think it's a good idea. She said she was writing a man off and on for 6 years. She finally stopped writing him. She saw something to the effects of being friends with benefits for life. She wrote him back and told him that she was not looking to do that. And he flipped. I don't know, you know, a lot of times dudes get emotional in jail and get real possessive, which is not the thing to do. Any real convict, real inmate knows you don't try to control things that you have no power over. So she's saying every time she was telling him that she was watching my show on YouTube, he would say that she watches my show too much. Oh, wow. He's down to the last year of his 20-year bid. Congratulations, homie. Respect. From this. All right, so basically that's just it in a nutshell, you know. I summarized a long paragraph. She knows who she is. Yeah, one day I will do a part 2 video, but like I said, I'm not gonna do any more videos like this. So we're gonna do a live. We do a live, and maybe you. I don't know how it works. I'm still like learning all of this stuff out. So I don't know if people can call in while I'm doing a live, which would be even dope because you could call in, we could talk. But we're going to figure it out because the next video from now on, I'm just doing live videos. I don't really have time to do write up shows or think about stuff. So I could just do all my videos live anyway. So we'll figure it out. Don't worry. Part 2 is coming. It's going to be live. And whoever wants to chime in, hopefully, I don't know how it works again, but hopefully people will be able to chime in and ask questions, give opinions. However, you know. And let's one more. I'm gonna do one more. It's gonna be a quick one though. Okay. This young lady says she 20-year-old pre-law student, and I don't want to reveal her. She has a police officer for a dad. And she's in love with a man that's in prison. There's a little less than 2 years left. My problem is that I'm afraid my parents won't be happy. So I haven't told them. But I'm so tired of hiding him. All right, summarized. That was everything she said, summarized. She said a lot too. And I told her I'll do a video on this topic. And I be having so much going on. I be telling people I'm going to do videos, and they probably be like, after a few days, don't hear and think that I flaked out. But it's definitely not the case, you know. And I try to get to everybody. That's why, like I said, when I do the live, whoever want to chime in, get up with me. I'm setting up something to where you can even book a 30-minute phone call with me. And we can just chop it up about whatever you want to chop it up about, you know. I got a lot of things that I'm working on because my schedule don't allow me to do this like I used to do this. But anyway, back to the young lady. My advice to you. You met the man in prison. You don't know if your parents is going to approve. To be honest with you, I can't really tell you what to do yet because you really have to. People can be two different people. A guy can be one person in prison and then come out and be a totally different person. You want to make sure that your guy is not that guy. So you kind of, I'm kind of against like just going 110% hard while he's in prison before you get a chance to learn what type of dude he is. And not saying this is your guy, but a lot of guys go to prison with demons on their back, you know, drug habits or whatever they have going on. And you give a dude a long enough term, he'll get clean to where you will never know that this was the crackhead that was robbing your mom's house or sneaking in your breaking in your car for your car radio or something crazy like that. You never know that because now he's been doing push-ups. He gets 3 meals a day. He's clean. He's big. He's looking healthy. So you don't really know who a person is until you get to see what a person do when they don't have those same restrictions on them. Because right now, as an inmate, we're only allowed to do what we're allowed to do, which might be different when we get in a predicament where we can do what we want to do again. So I would kind of say, you know, I wouldn't like just out them to your family yet. I will wait to see. Hopefully the man is coming home. I will wait to see if he's coming home, what type of person he is. Because a lot of times relationships fizzle out when a person comes home. A lot of times and it might not even be the inmate. Both people might mutually agree like, yo, this is not the same person that I fell in love with. So before you make enemies with your family members and all that, I would just find out, make sure that this is worth it. You know, time heals everything. Time is really the answer to anything. So, in due time, everything will be brought to the light. So just relax, be patient, and see what type of dude you're working with. And that's the last one that I'm gonna take care of. I'm gonna wrap this up. We've already been 15 minutes, and I gotta get ready to go to work. I got a lot of things coming up. I got a lot of subscribers that want to support the show, and being that I don't really do this for any monetary gain, I never really even thought about how somebody could support the show. So I get a lot of people like, yo, you should put your Cash App name up. You should do this, you should do that, because they want to support the show. And I don't come on here trying to peddle my wares, so I never really looked at it like that. But I would love for you to support the channel. So if you want to support the channel, hit me up on my social media. We could work that out, because I'm hard. I can't even remember, my Cash App. I know I don't even remember it, but we'll get to the bottom of it, I got some merch coming out, There's plenty of ways if you want to support the channel. There's plenty of ways to support the channel, support the culture. And I just want to let my subscribers, my fans, whatever you guys want to be looked at, no, I love you guys. I try to do as much as I can do, but my schedule don't allow me to put the videos up every day like I used to do when I was in the halfway house. But like I said, since we could do some live, I'm going to try to be a little more consistent so that you guys can know. I don't know what day I'm going to pick, but whatever day I'm going to pick to do my live, I guess I'll just do that if it's a Sunday, I'll do it every Sunday, same time, so that we can always check in with each other. If you haven't, hit the subscribe button, and please hit the like button. I never really stress about the like button, but please hit the like button. If you have any questions, you can leave them on the site, or you can hit me up on my Instagram, wes.smith.129, wes.smith.129, wes.smith.129. And until next time, peace.